And as far as livestock side, I want to point out as far as last week's reports. On Friday we had 2 reports, cattle and feed as well as the cold storage report. Actually, the charts I'm going to have are just going to be the cold storage numbers here. For the beef side, I want to point out these are the smallest beef stocks on hand in 5 years here for beef. So actually showing that even though we have some problems right now with demand, things like that lined up, supply at least is certainly lined up to be something exciting here. As far as the demand side, we can have all kinds of different charts showing demand, but I just want to point out more or less like a consumer sentiment type of outlook, basically comparing the Dow versus cattle. And those have been more or less kind of correlated on this downtrend for the most part. So the main idea right now is we do have some short-term problems. And by short-term, I mean going into the summer. This is normal for cattle prices to drop at this time of year. Last week, cash was 97. There's already talk that asking prices, so what feedlots are hoping for, are 95 to 97. So feedlots are already gearing for lower trade. That's already in their mindset. Bids right now 93 here. So the main point right now is cash last week 97. We still feel we're on our way down to $90 cash trade for summer lows. $90, 90, for cash cattle summer lows. This is normal dropping at this time of year going into summer here. As far as the pork side, go ahead, Bill.
Well, while you're talking about the cattle, a $90 cash, what would that equate to like on an August futures contract?
Yep, and we're sitting around 91 for our targets on the August futures contracts. And guess what? We're already right there. So even though we all know that we got a bear market in front of us for the cash side, we're not sure if futures maybe already have this priced in.
Okay.
As far as the cold storage report, we got some headlines on Friday with some comments we made to some newswire guys. For the cold storage, this is going to be a tight number here, tightest in the past. In this report, I want to say 5 to 6 years or so. What we got headlines on was this idea of dropping stocks. This is the largest drop we've ever seen during the month of April for pork stocks. So this is pretty exciting as far as these cold storage reports go. And what it tells us right now is we know that on the supply side, this is working for us right now in a big way. And it's also one reason why we do think this market has a chance of coming back maybe later on during the second half of June, July, those type of periods, for a second half of the year rally come back on the pork side. Right now, futures are saying, well, we are going to have this drop, which, as you can tell by the chart, by these dotted blue lines, we always have a break at this time of year in cash hog prices and cash pork. However, we started this thing a couple weeks early. Maybe we're going to end it a couple weeks early, which might put us maybe into the first week of July or first week of June for a temporary bottom of this thing here. What I will point out is look at these futures, though. Futures are implying there's going to be no rally once those lows are made. I think that's kind of off a little bit here. We do think you'll probably see these Junes maybe back up to 85 or 86 at some point later on in the summer. So with this in mind, we're still going to keep this viewpoint of being negative for the short term. It's normal this time of year. This always happens. However, we're probably going to look at this from the buy side in about a week and a half or so. We're going to take a big position on the buy side for hogs here. As I said, July and June, 85 and 86.